Alrighty, y'all. Welcome back to Free Will Tarot. If y'all are new here, definitely hit the follow button. That's over on TikTok. Hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, the like button, the share button. We're going to do a collective reading for the zodiac sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, and or Rising. Alright, Gemini. Hopefully y'all are doing a-okay. We're going to find an overall theme and or topic for you for the next week, Monday to Monday. I know I normally do 2 signs a day, but I'm trying to get these readings done early, so I'm doing 3 signs a day now, at least for this week. With that being said, what do we have for Gemini for the next week ahead? What do we have for Gemini? What does Gemini need to know for the week ahead? What does Gemini need to know for the week ahead? 3 more. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty. Okay. I'm never comfortable with giving this message. When this card comes out, I'm never comfortable with it. It's like, how do I be the bearer of bad news as a tarot reader? That a Gemini could be being bullheaded about something? I don't know what this is in regards to, but I mean, we all know what being bullheaded means. It would have been very synchronistic if this came out in the Taurus reading, but it didn't. So we're going to read from the guidebook and see why in the next week the Gemini could be bullheaded. What reason could Gemini be for being bullheaded at this time? Being bullheaded. Gemini. Disagreements can arise in any relationship. We all have an opinion. We all want to be heard. Unfortunately, there are times when opinions clash and friends or loved ones become foe. Things can go from bad to worse when one or both parties believe that their actions are 100% justified and, in turn, take an unyielding, hardline stance that feels like a punishment. It said, LOL stubborn, right? The warring parties withdraw their support. They give each other the cold shoulder. They refuse to discuss the matter or apologize because, in their minds, they both believe that they are right and the other wrong. Like the Minotaur messenger, they choose to be bullheaded. However, there are times when we need to ask ourselves whether the end of a relationship is worth the price of being right. What do we truly stand to lose by being stubborn if we choose to insist that we are right for all the wrong reasons? Sometimes, unless the argument reveals an absence of respect or that core values are not shared, we need to yield and be open to compromise. We need to be mindful that sometimes both sides of an argument or dispute can have a foundation of truth and integrity. Contradictory points of view can both be valid. Sometimes a concession needs to be made so peace and harmony can be maintained or restored. If love is more important than being right, you need to make a choice to dull those horns and meet somewhere in the middle. Don't let a wounded ego, pride, or stubbornness be the driving force behind your actions. Oh man, Gemini. I'm going to read this last message, this last paragraph for y'all. If love is more important than being right, you need to make a choice to dull those horns and meet somewhere in the middle. Don't let a wounded ego or pride or stubbornness be the driving force behind your actions, especially if love is more important than being right. What's more important? Would you rather be right or would you rather be happy? Gemini. We're going to see how this relates to the next week ahead. See how this applies. You being stubborn possibly applies to the week ahead. Possibly needing to compromise because you love this person. Needing to see that they possibly have some truth and what they have to say. For all you know, they might want to compromise as well and see something from your perspective. As long as accountability is on both ends, I don't see why there should be any stubbornness, any bullheaded actions, or any support being withdrawn, making it feel like you're punishing the other person. You know, because I'm sure it's not your intention to punish them. But, I mean, that's what happens when we have a hurt ego. That's what happens when we're being prideful. You know, so whether it's intentional or not, whatever. We're going to see how this applies to your reading or the next week ahead. 3 more for Gemini. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty, Gemini. Alright, Gemini. You are starting off in your energy. The challenge. Your person of interest. The similarities or common ground between you both, and the possible outcome and or advice. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now it makes me wonder if it's actually you being bullheaded or it's this person being bullheaded. It's making me wonder, is it you that's being bullheaded, being prideful, being stubborn? Or is it this person being bullheaded and stubborn? It's like, hey. And the Ace of Pentacles, I do feel like, Ace of Pentacles, yes. There is something that you could invest into this person or with this person. This is definitely something that could have long-term commitment attached to it. This is definitely something that you and this person could plant and then nurture over time. Water. Sing to it, give it the right environment, give it the right soil, give it tons of sunshine, plenty of sunshine, right? Especially if this is a romantic relationship, you both could definitely plant something here within each other. This could be that you're wanting to start something fresh with someone. This could be a new person per se. We will get into their energy, but with the King of Wands, in the challenge, this tells me that you and this person find it challenging to know what it is that you want out of this relationship. It's like, yeah, we want this relationship, but where do we want to take it? How do we take action on it? Does this person take action towards you? Do you take action towards them? Is there some sort of meeting in the middle that needs to happen, but you both are deciding, no, you got to meet me all the way over in my direction. No, I can't do that. I've got this, and this going on in my life, so you have to come to me in my direction. Oh, en contraire, I've got this, and this going on in my life, so we have to somehow either meet in the middle, or you have to come visit me, travel towards me, It's like, okay, what do we actually want out of this relationship? Is it even worth me traveling all the way towards you, you traveling all the way towards me, or meeting in the middle to whatever degree? It's like King of Wands. Are we finding it challenging to pounce on the opportunity to claim this relationship as our own? With the Page of Cups, this could be a past person whom Gemini today too. Who are you? Yes, I am doing the Gemini reading. Yes, I'm doing 3 readings this week. 3 readings in one day. So Aries, Taurus, Gemini today. Then tomorrow, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Then Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius would be Wednesday. And then Thursday, I do believe Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. I'm trying to get all these readings done in 4 days so that I have Friday and Saturday to myself without the readings. So yes, I'm trying to cram them all in 4 days. Now that I've explained that and you're no longer confused about who I am, yes, I do feel like Ace of Pentacles, you definitely could plant something new, possibly with a past person, or possibly you're choosing to invest in this new person. But I'm almost getting more that with this being bullheaded oracle card as the overall theme and or topic, this could be someone from the past, either that you've dealt with already in the last month, 2 months, still technically counts as the past. Or if it's someone new, you could be in this energy of being bullheaded, not wanting to see from their perspective, wanting to be right, when it's like, is it more important to be right, or is it more important to be happy? Is the love between you both more important than being right? More important than being bullheaded? Is there a middle ground that you both can come to? Said bullheaded. Oh, a Taurus? I suppose it could be either you or this person, Gemini, that is being bullheaded. I suppose you could be bullheaded right now. It doesn't necessarily strike me that Gemini would be bullheaded, though. I do feel like Geminis can be go with the flow, more mutable, more like, compromise, flexible, per se. I suppose this person also could be being bullheaded, but I'm going to recap. Yes, so yes, Ace of Pentacles. I'm sure you want something long term with this person, whether they are new. They could be with the Ace. There could be, yes, potential for long term commitment, and if it's a past person, there could be something new either offered to you or new offered to them on your end. A new offer of long-term stability, possibly. If that's the case, maybe you're not necessarily being bullheaded, but to some degree, you both are finding it challenging to take action and to claim this relationship as your own, to take one or another out on a date, to be assertive, to take action, especially if you've dealt with this person. I don't want to say recently. If this is a new person, it's like maybe it's a good thing that we're finding it challenging to claim this relationship as our own. We don't want to be naive. We don't want to be. We don't want to jump the gun, per se. It's almost screaming past person with this reading. It's almost screaming. Almost. This could be a new person and they're just wanting to get to know you, Page of Cups. This person could be very naive in themselves, very inexperienced, very childlike and or immature to some degree. On the other hand, it doesn't necessarily have to be that they're immature. They literally could just be that they're inexperienced with their emotions, with relationships. So yes, with the Page of Cups, maybe they have a little bit of emotions to offer. Maybe they view you as a crush, and they don't know how to necessarily be assertive and take this relationship to the next step. This person could be very giddy. Being in Page of Cups energy, this person could be very childlike, and I almost want to say clingy to some degree, like they want to hear from you all the time. I don't know. For some reason, you both are like confused about this relationship. So interesting. I am going to, after 50 years, meet up with my mom's sister. That is interesting. I normally do these readings for romantic purposes, but keep in mind it doesn't have to be romantic. It definitely could be platonic, either a friend, a family member, a coworker. I usually have the first card as the person I'm reading for, and then a challenge between you and another person, and then the third card is the other person, who is either a part of the solution to the challenge or a part of the problem to the challenge. And then the similarities or common ground between you both is how you both are showing up to the reading or the situation, because there's definitely a difference, right, in the way you're showing up. So then obviously, or not so obvious, there would have to be a similar way you both are showing up, which gives more information as to who this person is and how they're interacting with the way you're interacting, right? Now, Seven of Cups and the similarities or common ground between you both, there's a little bit of mixed emotions, I feel, coming off of both of you. It's like, yeah, I want long term, but why is this person acting so childish? Maybe acting clingy, maybe expecting more out of me, when, yeah, I definitely want to invest. But why isn't this person showing up in King of Wands energy when I want them to? And this person is like, look at the Gemini. Oh my goodness, I have the hugest crush on the Gemini. I cannot believe I'm actually talking to the Gemini. And they're actually talking back. This is crazy. They're offering me something long term. Something long term is on the table that I get to, nurture with the Gemini. No freaking way. So then, if they're offering me long term, why aren't they being assertive? Why aren't they taking action? What's going on here? If this is a past person, they definitely could be apologetic, wanting to apologize. Maybe on your end, you are wanting to apologize as well. But to some degree, are either of you expecting an apology from each other? And it's like, I'm, yes, going to offer long term when they are assertive. This person could be like, yes, I will apologize when they want to be more assertive. It's like, is that really how it works? Is that really how it works? Are y'all expecting something from each other? There's a little bit of mirroring going on in this reading. No matter who is being bullheaded, because you both could be bullheaded for all I care. You both could be acting bullheaded and stubborn and, coming through prideful. All because you're wanting to be right, instead of looking at the love that is at stake. With the Seven of Cups, this could be you and this person simultaneously for different reasons, confused about why each other is showing up in the way they are, or confused about how there's a lack of showing up. Like, wait a second, this person has feelings for me, quote unquote, so they say, or they have a crush on me, quote unquote, so they say. They want to offer me long term, says the Gemini, or says this person about the Gemini, quote unquote, so they say. But then, why are they showing up as Page of Cups? Or why is the Gemini showing up as Ace of Pentacles? And not being assertive about what they want from this relationship. I feel like there's a little bit of confusion as to who gets to do what and when. Maybe This person feels like the Gemini should take action because once upon a time, they themselves took action when they thought they should have, and the Gemini was like, no, that doesn't count. I wasn't viewing them as romantic interest. I was, looking at other options maybe. Or maybe this person, maybe they felt like this person, the Gemini felt like this person was looking at other options. You both could now be looking at different options, confused about, well, if I go out there in the dating pool, do I necessarily forget about the Gemini? Do I necessarily forget about the Page of Cups? Because we're both being stubborn. We both want to be right. Neither of us are being assertive going after this relationship in the next week. And it's leaving us both confused, like, okay, I guess I'll take my emotions I have for this person, invest them into myself, and then possibly take my my sexy ass somewhere where it's appreciated. Where someone else will be more assertive. Not necessarily saying the Gemini has a sexy ass. This person could definitely have a sexy ass as well. Neither here nor there. It's irrelevant. Leave me alone. With that being said, the Nine of Wands could be the possible outcome to where it's like, if you feel like keeping your options open, Gemini, is the best option for you, is the best decision to move forward. I don't know if this person is mirroring you. If you are mirroring this person, we're technically still, what, waist deep, belly deep, chest deep? We're almost done with Gemini season is what I'm trying to get at. We've got, what, about a week left? About a week left? Yeah, something like that. A week left. A week and a couple days, maybe. Before Gemini season is over. So, yeah, in the next week, once Gemini season is over, let's say we're neck deep in Gemini season still. So we still have another week of that Gemini energy to mirror each other, to mirror our intentions are mirrored back at us. Our emotions are mirrored back at us. The actions we're taking are mirrored back at us. How much we've healed from past failed relationships is being mirrored back at us. Right? So I do feel it's like if you aren't being assertive about what you want from this relationship as well as you expect this person to, or if they aren't and you're just mirroring them, then it could be that this person is only projecting something onto you, which leads you to be in this energy, feeling like you're wounded by them, like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I wanted long-term commitment with this person. If I would have just been assertive, if this person would have just been assertive, I would have possibly taken the lead from there. But because we were both confused about where to take this, now I feel like I have to protect myself because this person is only wanting to be right, which is making me want to mirror them. As a Gemini, yes, Geminis are going to mirror that energy right back at them. Whether you're a Gemini or not, whether you're dealing with a Gemini or not, in Gemini season, by the way, happy birthday to all the Geminis, we are going to mirror each other to some degree. Emotions, thoughts, intentions, behavior, either how much we've healed or the lack of healing, and vice versa for everything, right? We're going to gain clarity on this reading and clarify each and every one of these cards and each and every one of these placements in this spread. If y'all are new here, definitely hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, the like button, the share button. With that being said, I'm doing personal paid readings again over on TikTok. You will find me over on TikTok, Free Will Tarot. Doing personal paid readings. If you are interested, definitely head over there, hit the follow button, and it'll be about 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that I am going live. Maybe not every day this week, but at least the first 4 days. With that being said, thank you all for all the love and support. And let's go ahead and clarify this reading for you, Gemini. Alrighty. 3 more. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alright, Gemini. And then, yes, we will get a closing oracle. An oracle to close out the reading, clarifying the Ace of Pentacles in your situation, how you are showing up to your week ahead. Clarifying the King of Wands. What? In the challenge. Goodness gracious. Clarifying the Page of Cups. Aw. And this person's energy. Clarifying the Seven of Cups and the similarities or common ground between you both. Clarifying the Nine of Wands. What? Okay. Yeah, clarifying the Nine of Wands and the possible outcome and or advice. Okay. Y'all. Oh my goodness. Alright, so you are starting off this reading, to recap for all the Geminis. Ace of Pentacles, you definitely want something long-term with this person. You see potential for it to go the distance. You want to offer this person something, but at this time, you could be just focused on work, just creating stability in the home, making that money, honey. You definitely could be, I don't want to say distracted. Maybe you're even wanting to put effort into this relationship. I'm getting more so that you're putting your time, attention, and focus into something that is productive. Sure, it could be this relationship to some degree, but I almost feel like you're more worried about money at this time. I mean, both these cards are pentacle, coin, money oriented, you know, material goods, resources. 8 of Pentacles. Well, let's do some tarot math here. Ace being the number 1, Ace of Pentacles plus 8 of Pentacles. I do feel like you are more focused on your stability, yes, and becoming independent. Ace plus 8 equals 9. So let's put it in that perspective. You are looking for that extra pentacle to add to your 8 of Pentacles so that you can be comfortable in your own environment, so that you can be independent, you can be happily single, which technically that 9 of Pentacles is happy and healthy in your environment, not wanting a relationship, not needing a relationship, but yes, wanting one to some degree, but not needing it. We'll put it that way. 8 of Pentacles is putting that effort into something. It could be into your bills, you know, keeping your bills paid. Could be that you're self-improving on a hobby or a skill. It could be that you are investing in yourself at this time. You're just like, I like this person. I want to offer, yes, long-term commitment with them, but I'm going to just focus on myself for now. I'm just going to focus on myself. What could go wrong with focusing on myself? I do find it challenging, says the Gemini, to be assertive and take action about or upon this relationship, possibly because I'm not feeling the most attractive or attracted by them. I don't feel the most attractive when they talk to me. I don't feel the most confident about this relationship in general. King of Wands to the Queen of Wands. What in the actual heck? This is a relationship uh, where yes, there's a lack of passion, there's a lack of creativity, a lack of creative solutions, a lack of, I said passion already, inspiration, a lack of action, that's for damn sure, a lack of inspired action, creative action. Goodness gracious, King of Wands, Queen of Wands. You and this person definitely once upon a time could have had passion for each other, but if this is someone of a past person, an acquaintance that you just didn't get something off the ground with, maybe you are wanting to offer them something long term, a new offer. But to some degree, as I mentioned before, you're waiting. You're waiting. You're putting more effort into yourself than you are into this relationship. Not necessarily reaching out to them, not necessarily putting in the effort you'd like to, possibly. Not really being assertive and taking action and claiming this relationship as yours. This person is mine, no one touch them. Possibly because you're not so confident they feel the same about you. But I'm here to tell you, Gemini, they have the same challenge. They feel like it's difficult for them to take charge, to take the lead, to be assertive, the same as you, because they themselves don't feel like you're attracted to them, as well as you don't feel like they're attracted to you. Insecurities with the Queen of Wands. There's a lack of confidence, a lack of feeling attractive in this person's eyes, feeling sexy or wanted or desired by this person, same as this person doesn't feel wanted, sexy, desired by you. There's a lot of mirroring in this energy, in this reading. There's a lot of bullheadedness. Well, I don't feel attractive in this person's eyes, so why should I be assertive? I'm going to be bullheaded about it. Same as this person feels like, why should I take charge of this relationship when the Gemini hasn't said whether or not, they're attracted to me, whether or not, they want something with me. There's a lack of action on the Gemini's part, so, I don't feel like I have the validation that I need. That Queen of Wands is giving validation, feeling validated. And a lot of times when we don't get that validation from our parents growing up, we look for that validation in relationships, which isn't a bad thing. We technically need validation, but at the same time, to a certain extent, we should never look outside of ourselves. We should always look within and give ourselves that validation. Like, you are enough. You are deserving of love. Looking at ourselves in the mirror, Rick, you are lovable, you are loved, and you are deserving of that love. You don't have to prove yourself, you don't have to fight for a relationship. Sure, to some degree, there's some work in every relationship. There's some actions needing to be taken to make this happen, to get this relationship off the ground, or any relationship off the ground. But we should never have to fight to prove our worth, to prove we're worthy of this relationship to another person. That goes for the Gemini and the Crosswatcher, by the way. Now, if this person is wanting to apologize, I definitely think they're willing to be vulnerable. They're willing to be childlike and bring that innocence back to the relationship. They view you as a crush, I'm sure of it. Like, oh my goodness, I want to reunite if this is a past life soulmate connection, or I want to reunite in the sense that maybe they did something wrong, maybe they didn't do something wrong, and they just feel like they want you in their life anyways, and they're ready to stop being bullheaded in order to, apologize and reunite with you. But if I was this person, I would be careful Not because the Gemini would like take advantage of the fact that they would be willing to, apologize for something they didn't even do. But I mean, would y'all? If this person did something, I could see how, yes, they need to be accountable for their actions, apologize, and then maybe there's a chance for the Gemini and them to reunite, reconnect to some degree. But also, I'm sure that could be viewed as a red flag, or maybe the Gemini wants more of a chase, and this person just isn't challenging the Gemini enough. I would be careful if this person is coming into this relationship wanting to apologize for something they didn't do, but then expecting the Gemini to like be okay with that. Like, okay, yeah, sure, the Gemini, did something wrong and now you're apologizing. Like, okay, I need to be taken accountable. I need to be put in my place at times. You need to stand up to the plate and sometimes take charge of me, the Gemini, if I'm not taking accountability for what I've done. Because I myself, the Gemini, would love to give tough love to you and be like, nope, and hold you accountable. I do feel like, yes, the Gemini wouldn't take no crap. The Gemini would let this person know if they need to be accountable or taken accountable for something they did. Said, I don't know, I might take advantage without knowing it. Ooh, I'm waiting for my apology and I might just dip after. I'm not sure. We'll see. Haha. Right? Yeah, it's something that we all could reflect on. It's like, well, this person is being too nice. They're being a little bit naive with the Page of Cups about their emotions. Maybe they're being a little clingy, to how we I don't know, we might be viewing this person as clingy or wanting to just sweep something the Gemini did under the rug or something they did under the rug. But if they're apologizing with this Page of Cups, they definitely want to reunite. With the Six of Cups, possibly offer a gift for your birthday, as it is still Gemini season technically for the next week anyways. The similarities here. You both are confused about why each other is showing up. Said, new sub, like number 1. When will he come back? New sub, like number 1. Will he come back? I couldn't tell you. This is a Gemini collective reading. I mean, the intentions are there that, yes, they do want to apologize. At the very least, they want to catch up. They want to reconnect and just shoot the shit, shoot the breeze, have some small talk, have some coffee. If you are a Gemini, that is. If you're a cross-watcher for the Gemini, I feel like the Gemini is, yes, wanting to offer something long-term, but technically focusing on their work, technically self-improving, focusing on themselves, and a hobby or a craft. No matter the case, Page of Pentacles is clarifying the Seven of Cups. This is the similarities or common ground between you both. This definitely could be that you and this person are confused about where you both stand with each other. It definitely could be that is the Gemini punishing me by being silent? And the Gemini is like, is this person being bullheaded by being silent, by not apologizing? I'm over here just trying to improve myself, my communication skills, my stability, so that I have something to offer this person. Possibly. Has this person thought about that? It's not that I, the Gemini, am being stubborn or bullheaded, per se. But maybe this person wants an apology from you so you can reconnect. I feel like it's this person that is needing to apologize, possibly. Maybe they're apologizing for something you did. I don't know. That might be a bad idea, but Page of Pentacles is clarifying the Seven of Cups. Yeah, I'm sure you both are confused as to what you want out of this relationship. Um, Page of Pentacles. I do feel like you both are willing to reevaluate what you are bringing to the table. It's like, okay, I have this much to bring, this much value, this much worth, these resources, these tools, and this relationship I can bring and put on the table to offer to the Gemini, or to offer this person, says the Gemini. Maybe you both are confused as to what all tools you want to bring. It's like, look at all these options as how we could move this forward. It's so confusing, but I still am prepared to reevaluate how I show up. Be in a beginner's mindset. Be a student, willing to learn from this person as this person is willing to learn from you, Gemini. I love that. I just don't love how y'all are confused about what to do with this relationship. I don't love how neither of you are willing to be assertive. Oh, I'm right, says the Gemini, for improving on myself. Yes, you technically are, but that gets neither of you anywhere in this relationship. Oh, I'm right for wanting to apologize and be naive and just want to reconnect without possibly keeping the Gemini accountable for maybe they did mess something up. It's like, okay, but then you're allowing yourself, cross-watcher, for the Gemini to be vulnerable and wide open for the Gemini to possibly disrespect you unknowingly, unintentionally, or intentionally, and take advantage of this Page of Cups, kind heart emotions. I'm sure to some degree you both aren't being assertive, taking charge and being taking action and claiming what you want out of this relationship to the other person, which is making the other person not feel sane, not feel wanted, not feel desired. And it's like, I feel to some degree both of you, Gemini and this person, need to go within and validate yourself before gaining that validation from each other. I've tried. He's ignoring me after ghosting. Ha 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 ha. I can't keep messaging. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I understand. I understand there's something unfair about this relationship. I understand. I understand that. With that being said, with the 9 of Wands, I'm sure you are wanting something fair. You're feeling wounded by this person not reciprocating. You're feeling like you have to invest elsewhere, possibly. You're feeling like you may serve this person karma by investing elsewhere. It's like, well, I warned them that I would focus on myself. I possibly warned them that I have other suitors that I'm willing to start over with. I warned them that if they didn't apologize and if they wouldn't stop being bullheaded, that something would balance out for me. Something would balance out for me. Or maybe you feel like you're going to be a wounded warrior in this possible outcome because justice is possibly served to this person. If no matter what the outcome is, that this person is served justice and a fair outcome in the next week, or if you are served justice, a fair outcome, the possible advice here is to keep going. Invest in this person. Try your best to show up in the way that you seem, or not seem, in a way that you see as fair. And the next week, show this person that you mean business, that you would like to offer them long-term stability and nurture this relationship, but not to your own detriment, right? If you are wanting fairness from this person, show them in the next week what you want. And if they can't give and take equally, yes, I'm sure you will end up wounded to some degree, but justice will be yours. There will be fairness out of the situation, either because someone else comes returning to you, or because you have someone in your life you would like to return to that isn't this person. It's like, hey, I don't want to have to choose another person besides you, but if I don't get my justice, if justice isn't served to me by the end of Gemini season, someone is going to be heartbroken. Someone's going to be emotional. Someone is going to be disappointed come Cancer season. Mark my words, y'all. This Cancer season, after this next week, is going to be emotional. I mean, technically it always is for me. I'm a Leo. So with Cancer being the 12th house of, for me being a Leo, that technically has to do with like endings, so I can start beginnings. I mean, Cancer season is just an emotional time for anyone anyways, you know, so we are going to be all thinking about endings right before Leo season, you know, the sun coming up after the moon disappears, but that moon is still going to be pulling on us in Cancer season. That moon is going to be pulling on us in Cancer season. Our emotions are going to go all over the place. We're going to have, you know, out of character reactions. We're going to be disappointed by the decisions that were made in Gemini season. Like, I can't believe I didn't be more assertive. I can't believe I didn't claim this relationship in Gemini season. Well, you made your bed. It's time to sleep in it. Justice possibly could be served. Say, can you pull a card for me to tell him to stub his toe? Ha 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 ha. Kidding. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. Yes, Gemini. We are going to pull one more card, though, yes. To end this reading out. This has been a treat, doing 3 readings in one day. I can't wait to do it tomorrow. Give me one card from the Spirit Animal Oracle to end out this reading. One card from the Spirit Animal Oracle to end out this reading. Whoops. I'm not taking flyers though. All right. 3 more. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty, Gemini. Last card to end out your reading. Top card after cutting the deck is the one we are ending this reading out with. And we have Fox Spirit. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting with that 9, which is actually 27. Fox Spirit, think on your feet. 27 is number 9. And then we do have 9 of Wands as the primary energy in your possible outcome. That's what I'm kind of getting. Think on your feet. You're almost at the end of Gemini season for 1, but you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, which is technically justice. Look at this 9 of Wands to the Justice card. Like, whoa, there's the light. I see the light. It's pouring out from that window. I see it. I'm almost there. Don't hesitate, Gemini. Take action. Show this person what you want out of this relationship, and if and or when they don't reciprocate, you will get your justice. I do feel like if this person once upon a time took action, showed you all their true intentions, their pure intentions even, and wanted something with you, then show them your intentions. Show them what you could give. You know, take action on them. Spoil them if need be. Is this person even who you think it is? This doesn't have to be someone who ghosted you. This could be someone you ghosted. Keep that in mind. Because just because it's what we want isn't necessarily what we need, Gemini. When we want something so badly, but we're not getting it, we're throwing a temper tantrum, but it's what I wanted. Yeah, but is it what you need, Gemini? Is it what you need? This is coming from our ego when we want something because we feel so comfortable with it or it feels familiar. But growth doesn't happen in our comfort zone. Growth doesn't happen in our comfort zone. So you might need to invest in someone that is a little less familiar. Oh no, but I don't want to take risks. I don't want to have to, invest in someone that is weird, even though they might treat me well and they're what I need. It's not the chase that I want. It's not that ego boost, that validation that I need. It's like, okay, but is it really what you need though? Or is it just what you want? Think on your feet. It might be with think on your feet that this is a time to realize actually what you need from the situation. Because if you are chasing after people that are only causing a wounded warrior activation within you, fight or flight mode, and or causing you to become in this energy of a wounded warrior, like I cannot believe I fought and fought and fought for this relationship just for them to either give me breadcrumbs or for them to really show their true colors, like that's all they wanted was the physical intimacy. I'm just going to come out and say it, the sex. Is that really all they wanted? I cannot believe that's what they wanted. Maybe they chose someone else that was more familiar and comfortable to them, and it's only showing you, Gemini, your true intentions in the situation, because they are possibly mirroring your energy, or you're possibly mirroring their energy back at them. Oh my goodness. That's a brain fuck if I ever heard of one. Yeah, 9 of Wands to Justice. I feel like there's something out there, a relationship that you more so need than the one you're focused on. Wounded warrior energy. I'm tired of being wounded, of hurt, of needing to protect myself from people that misunderstand me, that use me, that view me in such a way that isn't right, that isn't fair. I'm going towards a relationship that is equal, give and take. I'm going towards a relationship that is fair, where this person and I speak the truth towards each other, treat each other fairly, and want the best outcome for each other. And I'm going to think on my feet and make sure that this is manifested in the right way. Not only that, but I'm going to be assertive with that think on my feet and make it happen. With the Fox Spirit, think on your feet. Number 27, we are going to read from the guidebook. Fox Spirit. Be alert now, for Fox Spirit has appeared and you are meant to move swiftly. Let this clever spirit draw out your creativity as you adjust to rapidly changing circumstances with resilience, grace, and astuteness. Fox Spirit helps you to think on your feet, using your best judgment and wits to help you slip into a more adventurous situation. Now is not a time to hesitate with that 9 of Wands, but a time for swift action of the mind. A time to think outside the box and notice the many ways, with that 7 of Cups, you might make a move, aware of your surroundings and always clear on what you deserve. Justice card. and wish to co-create. Trust your cleverness. Oh, trust that your cleverness, guided by Fox Spirit, will serve you well. One more time. Trust that your cleverness, guided by Fox Spirit, will serve you well. Yeah. I do feel like there is a need to, at least at the end of the week, at the beginning of Cancer season, to think on your feet, to not necessarily be impulsive, but to use your wits. I do feel like Geminis can be very witty and, fast thinker. So yes, this could be the time to use your fast thinking, to act swiftly, to possibly be more assertive in a situation where possibly you've been bullheaded, chasing after the wrong person when possibly someone else is wanting to give you the same thing you was willing to give the wrong person. Think about that, Gemini. Said, no, say it isn't so. Ha 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 ha. Can you take a card for me? You will come back to my life. Couldn't do it. All right, y'all. I hope this helped. I'm going to end the reading there. With that being said, I hope this helped. I hope it was insightful to some degree. Thank y'all for all the love and support. I hope to see y'all either on TikTok later on tonight in about 2.5 hours technically, and or maybe I'll see you for another Gemini collective reading, but more so next Tuesday instead of Monday, as this was just a one-time thing. Who knows, maybe I'll do 3 readings in a day again, either next week or the week before. I might experiment with that. Any hoosers, yes, that's the end of this reading. Thank you all one more time for all the love and support. It is much appreciated. And I hope to see y'all at least in the next Gemini collective, maybe next Tuesday, maybe next Monday. With that being said, much love, take care y'all, and have a good night.